Hey guys, Shakima here. I just wanted to stop in to do a reading for my Sagittarius guys for the 9th to the 15th of July because the energies are right for the picking, guys, okay? So I just wanted to stop in to do this reading for my sun, moon, and rising Sagittarius in the building. If you are a first time watcher, welcome. Do be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe to, let me know what you guys think of the video. For my long time watching subscribers, apologies. Y'all know how it is. You girls just out here trying to live life, okay? With that being said, I've got the space already set for us, guys, so I'm just going to go straight into it and give us an opportunity to be able to, feel out the energies for this week. We have effectively kicked off the Mercury retrograde period, so that was kind of the inspiration for getting these videos out for you guys. I've been doing the most today just to sort of make sure that I get these videos done for you guys so that we can all benefit from the divine guidance and intuitive messages that are going to be coming through. I'm going to be using my tarot spread. I'll also pull a romance card for each of my coupled up Sagittarius buddies, my single Sagittarius buddies, and those in their little situationship trying to figure out how to make this ship move forward, okay? We'll also be ending the space with a divine angel oracle message just to sort of give us some clear insights into how to actually just navigate the energies during this Mercury retrograde period, to just give us an opportunity to be as effective and as proactive with the change that we want to see come through. Okay. Now, guys, let's get straight into it without further ado. Do you know what? I need to just like wet my throat, guys, because there's been too much going on. For the most part, I've been doing readings for a while now. So I need to be able to project openly and clearly, guys. Let's get straight into it though. So, Spirit, what is the divine guidance for my Sagittarius buddies for the week of the 9th to the 15th of July? What is the divine guidance? Okay, so a lot of you guys are suppressing emotional baggage that you're carrying about the fact that you've been disappointed. You've been disappointed because you haven't necessarily had a good work, personal, love life balance. And it's almost like you're trying to tell yourself that you're doing it for the overall best and eventually things are going to settle. So you're trying to like block the fact that you're feeling a type of way about the situation, but be careful because we're in the Mercury retrograde period. You don't want to go out there vomiting all over everybody else. The stuff that you're holding on your chest, the stuff that you're holding on your heart, based on the decisions that you're making for your overall welfare and well-being. Okay, so what I would say is bit by bit, slowly but surely, take the opportunities that will sort of come for you to be able to allow for those feelings to come to surface. Otherwise, Mercury is going to purge them for you, and you may just find yourself in situations where you're having to make apologies if it has to go that direction. Okay? Truth be told. Point blank period. Right, so what is the divine guidance? Let's have a little look for you guys. So this is all about like missed opportunities. Those are some of the things that you're upset about. Those are some of the things that you're disappointed about. It feels as though you've had missed opportunities because you've been curious about some of the things that you said no to due to the fact that you weren't able to sort of find a balance between your work and personal life. Don't sweat it, okay? I know that's easier said than done, but try not to sweat it anyways, because right now you're avoiding taking on too much. And yes, that's great, but at the same time, you're also sort of avoiding responsibility as well for the things that you have created throughout this process for yourself personally, first and foremost, okay? Again, this is all about missed opportunities for you and avoiding taking on the responsibility of that. I can see that you're calm in the storm, but there are some challenges in your romantic life, some self-imposed restrictions that you have created in terms of the way that you see things, the way that you think about things. And Spirit's going to be giving you an opportunity to pour some hope all over the space between the 9th and the 15th, so that you can get back to a place where you're a little bit more grounded, where you're a little bit more positive about the karmic challenges of the situation. Okay, what is the divine guidance for my Sagittarius buddies for the 9th to the 15th of July? So we've got one card. What is the divine guidance, Spirit, as clearly as you can, for my Sagittarius buddies between the 9th to the 15th? Two more cards, please, for my Sagittarius buddies for the 9th to the 15th. As clearly as you can. Damn, guys, you guys can't even make up your mind about the situation. Okay, I can see why you guys are struggling to actually go through the transition, even though it's like wishes are being fulfilled. There we go, we finally have it. It's almost like wishes have been fulfilled for you, but even though as those wishes were fulfilled, it's almost like you weren't necessarily happy. So the best way that I can put it is like you asked the universe for a particular thing. The universe gave that thing to you, but not in the way that you would have hoped to achieve that outcome. And you also focused on the way that you got it rather than acknowledging the fact that you actually did get what you asked for. It just didn't come to you in the way that you wanted for it to be received, basically. And you and the universe are just as mad at each other. Like, I see a lot of this is like butting heads, like you're finding yourself being ungrateful when you asked for this. The universe gave it to you. The universe is like, why aren't you grateful? You're like, this isn't how I wanted it. And the universe is like, well, this is how it was best intended for you to be able to learn a lesson from the situation, first and foremost, and also so that you would be most effective and have a real sense of appreciation for it, because you had to work that hard to get it. Okay, so now looking at the past for you guys, it's clear that there was an opportunity for you to sort of go through a transition. There was an opportunity for you to transform and transmute certain aspects of your romantic life, but because you were so focused on holding on to the heartbreak, because you were so focused on holding on to the tension, the separation, the disappointments that had actually caused you heartbreak, rainy days, emotional imbalances, so the days that kind of left you crying about, you know, how things didn't necessarily work out in your favor, the angels, the arcanial realms, were actually giving you an opportunity to do better, do differently, but you were sort of resistant to the changes basically in the past, and now it's put you in a position where there's a lot of poor planning, there's a lot of manipulation in the process as well. It almost feels like other people are manipulating you, utilizing you for their purpose of creating, rather than you being able to say, okay, I want to do this because I want to do it, versus I'm going to do this because I have to, because I've been so used to saying yes to this person, I've enabled this type of behavior from them for so long, it's only right that I continue to feed this demon. I'm sorry, call a thing a thing, call a spade a spade a spade, okay? Spade, spade, spade. So I don't want to continue to feed this person that is an energy vampire feeding off of me. And for me, again, just to outline, the word demons is like a lower vibrational reflection of yourself. It is the primitive nature of ourselves that we utilize for survival instincts. It's like when we self-sabotage. That's a demon. That's a demon of self-sabotage. Let's put that out there and make it clear. So you are now at a place where you're having a lot of poor planning. You're not able to utilize your resources effectively because you're too busy trying to people please. And going forward, guess what? You're going to be a lot more assertive. You're going to be in control. You're going to be able to actually vocalize and voice what it is that you truly want with the situation, what it's going to take for you to be able to feel comfortable, to be content in your own skin with the situation, and basically follow and chase your own dreams. You know, you're really sort of going to be activating your solar plexus throughout this process. For some of you guys, what I can see is that you're going to cause a lot of disappointments throughout the process as well. There's going to be a lot of heartbreak throughout the process because, again, you have enabled certain people's illness. So for the energy vampires, you've given them years and years and years of feeding off of you, to the point where now that they are used to you, and I can feel the heartbreak, literally I just felt the heartbreak, okay, they are about to become real nasty, okay, they are about to like really sort of like shut themselves off to you. They are about to really sort of put themselves in a situation where, because you're not doing as they are used to you doing, because you've enabled that kind of behavior with them for so long, they're going to shut down. They're not going to be open to this change that you are wanting to put into effect moving forward, from the week of the 9th to the 15th. But hey, tell you what, you look much better for it. You seem like you're in a much better place because of it. And for you, I actually feel like your heart, although your heart breaks for them as well by having to have this difficult conversation, because it really isn't that difficult. I think it was more difficult for you to sit in the situation, having someone mug you off to utilize you for their process of creating, when you're here trying to create the life that you want and desire for yourself. But hey, each to their own. Yeah, I see you getting to a place of spiritual victory, because the fact that you right now, as this week is going to be unfolding for you, is in a place where it feels as though you are unable to utilize your resources, unable to really sort of, be fruitful in terms of the things that you're creating, because you have to consider everybody else before yourself. Like, the fact that you're there throughout the week of the 9th to the 15th, by the time you sort of overcome the challenges by the next full moon, which is on the 16th for us here in the UK, you're like, do you know what? I've seeked my emotional closure with that situation, because we're also having a lunar eclipse, and that's what it's going to be bringing for us, some emotional closure as well. You're going to be like, I'm cool with saying that this isn't for me right now, because I really need to actually get back to me, and I'm not going to do that by focusing on you, and I'm okay with that right now. I'm sorry that it took me so long to get to this place, but for the most part, like, if I continue to go the way that I'm going to end up resenting both you and I. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. So let's pull some romance cards for my Sagittarius babies. We'll start with my Sagittarius babies that are in couples. So what is the divine guidance for my Sagittarius in a couple spirit? Okay, what is the divine guidance for my Sagittarius in a couple? So you guys are healing family issues of this poverty consciousness, because for you guys in relationships, there's this perspective that you need to be financially stable, because the perspective that, the generations before you had is that everything was a case of being without, and everything was looked at from a lack sort of perspective, a poverty state of consciousness. Like, nothing was ever good enough, basically. They were never content, and the more you get, the more you want type thing. And that has been a programmed perspective, and this is really more a case of you being able to sort of sit and bask in what you have created so far, to be able to create more of what you truly intend to create for yourself, versus, again, all of the baggage and BS that came before you. Other people fed their sickness to you. You are now sort of returning to sender what is no longer yours. And you come to the realization that it is safe for you to love by being able to not focus so much on the finances, not focus so much on the career aspect and the poor planning that I was speaking about, which is where you are right now with the situation. You're actually going to come to a place where you can open your heart, so that you can give and receive love that is of the highest energy. Let's have a little look. What is the divine guidance for my Sagittarius in relationships for the week of the 9th to 15th? We've got guidance, guys. So the guidance for you guys is that in this relationship, the way that you guys are continuing, it is not sustainable. It is an unrequited love. So there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And what that is speaking about is the fact that there's certain patterns that needs to be broken down. Stay optimistic about your love life. It isn't over. It's just that there are cycles ending soon, and very soon, in fact, you'll be able to clearly decide what you want, so that it comes to you now. The reason why it is appearing the way that it is right now is because of the decisions that you have made. It's because you have enabled certain people's behavior, and they have become complacent. They're happy with the way that things are. They become content with the way that things are. And because of that, where you're having to go through a new cycle, where you're having to go through like rejigging the way that the chemistry is, because I'll put it to you like this: when you're the yes man, people want to be around you all the time. When you become someone that's like, I don't think I really want to do this, you see that the chemistry between you and the person starts to differ in a way. So that's what they're talking about. It becomes an unrequited love, because you're having to really sort of acknowledge what it is that you require to be able to sustain this relationship and take it to the next level and continue this commitment to this person. Okay, it's not over, it's just ending the way that things are presently. That's what I'd say for you guys. Okay, what is the divine guidance for my Sagittarius babies that are single, my single Sagittarius, for the 9th to the 15th of July, Spirit? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Too much. Too much. Too much. You guys have too much going on, clearly. You guys are on a waiting game, but we finally got there in the end, guys. True love, that's what you're waiting for. True love. So true love is coming to you, and you'll be able to sort of come to the realization that this is a romance of a lifetime. Like, this person is your person. Like, they'll be able to make you feel like it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be able to just let this person look after you, take care of you. Like, it's okay to trust them. You know, true love is coming from your soulmate. Like, this person is coming in to really sort of give you an opportunity to really express and feel love, and they are somebody that is in the same vibrational match to you, whether that be religiously or spiritually. So they have the same sort of expectations, they have the same sort of inclinations as you, religiously and spiritually, and this is why they are your true love. And this is why they are worth waiting for, because as you've shifted your vibration, they too are also raising their vibration so that they can be ready and in alignment with you. You guys are still working on the process of coming together. So just don't overthink it too much. Know that your true love is coming. They are your soulmate, and they are already going to be able to be on the same sort of wavelength as you, for you guys to be able to navigate straight to the finish line. You know, you guys will have the tools that you need. Like, you'll be pulling tools out the bag left, right, and center. Obstacles come, no worries. I've got a tool for that. You know, you guys will just be on the same wave, being able to navigate through the process as an effective team. Okay? So, what is the divine guidance for my Sagittarius buddies for the week of the 9th to 15th? Those in a situationship, my Sagittarius buddies in a situationship for the 9th to the 15th. Okay, so for you guys, again, same things kind of popped up for you guys. Very soon you'll be able to decide what you want so that it comes to you. You know, like, what you're learning at this point is that you deserve love, and you're shooting your arrow. You're kind of like deciding, you know, you're when you think of like someone shooting an arrow, first they have to kind of like weigh up the angles and really decide and define where they're going to be shooting their arrow. Cupid can't just shoot out there and just randomly poke somebody. Like, it has to shoot the arrow to a person that is appropriate alignment, somebody that is a like for like vibrational match. I'm running out of breath, guys, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you deserve love, and I think first and foremost, you're coming to the realization that you deserve the kind of love the way that you want to be loved, and you're going to be able to effectively communicate this with the person. You're going to be able to attract them wanting to change themselves as you continue to change yourself to be a vibrational reflection of what you're asking them for. Because what I'll say to you is that you can't ask of someone what you're not willing to do for yourself. So as you start to give yourself more self-love, as you start to give yourself more self-care and nurturing, they'll be able to see that. They'll be able to start taking you a little bit more seriously, and they'll be able to start to show you that they are just as much of a ride or die for you as you've shown that you have been for yourself. Okay, and I shall leave it there for you guys. Let's close out the space with a final angel oracle message for us, guys. What is the divine guidance for my Sagittarius buddies for the 9th to the 15th of July? Let's see. So for you guys, know that more information will come to you. Okay, you've got to trust the process and communicate clearly throughout the week of the 9th to the 15th so that you can get the information that you need to be able to navigate through this, you know, being assertive process that's going to be coming after this week. In order to be assertive, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be combative and argumentative about it. You just kind of have to be able to nurture what it is that you desire versus people pleasing. Again, just making sure that you're making yourself a priority throughout the process. Success is coming. Communicate clearly and you will have all of the success that you need. It's just a case of you being able to, identify what are the changes that you first and foremost need to be making for yourself, so that everybody else around you can also follow suit and you guys can collectively bring this into manifestation for yourselves. Okay? I'm going to leave it there for you guys. I hope that was useful for you guys. Definitely, like I said, be sure to comment down below. Let me know how you get on this week. Let me know if the information that I've put across was useful for you guys in any way, shape, or form. And yeah, as per usual, I'm sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey. Do be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, beloveds, ashe.